what's up? Stand up and say what's up. People over there, what's up? Feel me, stand up and say what's up. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You can get with this, or you can get with that. You better get with this, cause this is where it's at. What's up? 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 Every skipping and jumping, leaving the competition, making them disappear like a favorite magician. I'm ready to the.
What's up?
Welcome.
Finally got it taken care of. Took me a minute. I don't necessarily quite like how it turned out, but I think it's pretty cool.
That is sick. I love it. We're gonna figure it out though, but it's gonna be good.
Episode 11.
Yeah, episode
And
11.
we are doing it together because this was sort of how we kind of started our talk show that we originally named this after, was when we did our end of the year wrap-ups.
So picture we have the poppers for New Year's that
And
pop,
a little twisty,
little twisties and
and the party
just-
little hats,
yeah,
and the glasses.
yeah. Picture we have everything that we're supposed to have.
However, we do have a new rule. We have to wear wrestling shirts for
Wrestling
our podcasts
shirts.
now. I'm wearing my Owens fight shirt since he has a match tomorrow.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. I had to think for a second.
Him and KO
John Cena.
and John Cena against Roman and Sammy.
Which I'm so excited for them to team together.
I honestly, as much as KO is my favorite male wrestler, I want Sammy and Roman to take it.
I do too.
I'll be okay if Kevin pins Roman, but I just
don't want
nobody.
John
John Cena, can't
Cena
take it.
cannot pin. No.
No.
I feel like John can't pin.
And his shirt, which we can include in today's mentioned video thing, is 24/7 title because that is no longer a thing.
Yeah, this year it was retired because what is it? 24. I can't remember the whole thing. The
24/7,
48/7.
48/7, 7-Eleven, I-95 South champion.
Yeah. He had to look at my shirt because I honestly I can't remember. Like I remember 24/7, 48/7,
We need
7-Eleven.
to bring our truth back.
Yeah,
do something with
he's hurt.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got hurt a month or so ago.
Mm.
Yeah, he really I think it was a pec too.
So
He's out
today's
for a hot second.
episode is going to be quite different. I do want to start out and mention something that is going to start in the new year, though, and I have to fix my link tree yet.
Brum.
I have Snapchat back, and so I'm bringing back my song of the day.
Boo. Yay.
Usually I try to post between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. If something's going on, I'll be a little late or a little early. It'll be up for the full 24 hours. Keep notes of what song and artist, and so I'm going to have, I think, Metal Mondays. I'm still not set in stone yet. Wrestling Wednesdays, Friends and Family Friday,
Oh, Wrestling Wednesday.
possibly Throwback Thursday. I was thinking Church Sunday, but I'm not going to do that. I might get rid of Metal Monday.
Just because you listen to metal now?
When I do Wrestling Wednesdays, you also have to keep track of whether if it's a wrestler, keep track of who it is or whose entrance it is, or if it's a pay-per-view, keep track of what pay-per-view.
I was going to say, I'm going to send you super
Or if it's
obscure.
Raw.
I'm going to send you super obscure pay-per-view songs. Does anyone remember, also for you, but of people, does anyone remember what the theme song for SummerSlam 2008, I believe it was?
Not off the top of my head, definitely.
I believe it was either 2008 or 2009 was Hell Yeah by Rev Theory. And that's started to get me into Rev Theory.
So at the end of not at the end of the month. Usually the third or the fourth of the following month, I will ask randomly. I'll probably have Google tell me or Alexa tell me which 3 days to pick. And then I'll ask for those 3. And then everyone who gives me within a response time of that snap being up will be entered for a drawing for, I think it starts out small, but it will probably just be a gift card. At the end of the year, I will ask for a completely different song, for one from each month. Each song that you have, because that way newer people can still join, will be one entry. So if you started in January, you'll have 12 entries into the grand prize drawing, which I'm not sure what it will be yet, but I'm hoping that it could be something along the lines of PS5, Xbox
It's going to be
at
a
the
puppy.
time, something big.
Full-blown puppy.
All right, so let's start our end of the year stuff for 2022.
Yeah, so I'm not as cool as you. I don't have Snapchat. Actually, I re-downloaded it today to see if it works better with voiceover. I haven't gotten the chance to try it yet, but
You'll have to let me know.
I'll let you know.
All right. So I did movies and TV and celebrities that we lost this year, and you did.
I did music and music.
Okay. And probably maybe some wrestling in there.
And well, yes, I'm wrestling. I thought we were gonna cover wrestling together.
Yeah.
But yes, I got some wrestling. I got some mostly metal music that came out. I have a new favorite artist this year.
All right.
And
so,
if she would contact me,
movies we had this year, and I personally didn't go to any theaters.
I went to a couple movies this year.
I am going to one tomorrow on a date.
Yeah.
For those who've watched the past couple episodes and wanted an update, I got a date that she asked me on. Threw me off, I'll tell you that. Anyway, but we're gonna go watch what's no, I forgot what it's called already.
Something night, slaying night,
Scary Night,
scary night,
something, whatever that weird new scary Santa
Santa movie.
But anyway,
no, it's not Slaughter.
we've had Sonic 2.
We did.
We
That
had-
was this year.
Yeah,
Huh?
I was super excited for it, and I completely didn't even realize it came out.
Wow, I dn't either. I thought it was next year.
Nope, that already happened this year.
Okay.
Thor: Love and Thunder,
Yep, saw that one.
Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness,
Nope, didn't see that one.
Spider-Man: No.
Didn't see that one.
I really still want to.
I do too.
Avatar 2.
I saw that one.
And then I left this one out because I want to kind of just mention it in a weird way that I could get crap for, but Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever.
I did not see that one. Just because they didn't bring, or because what's his name?
The current time period of Marvel movies, they're calling it the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Nope.
Because they're trying to focus way too much on females.
Mm.
They have She-Hulk. Black Panther was taken over. The main role was taken over by a female. They're trying too much to, appease the left.
Mhm.
And it's caused a lot of people not to be happy with Marvel.
Yeah. You can't make everybody happy no matter how hard you try. You just can't.
Yeah.
There's no way. Because somebody's going to get offended by something.
Yeah. TV shows for 2022. I actually don't have a lot because I wanted to mention like shows that started.
Mm-hmm.
And you did tell me to mention Stranger Things season 4.
Yep.
I kind of wanted to mention because it switched to Netflix and they finally brought back Manifest. So far, the first half was really good.
Haven't watched it. It's on my list to watch because everyone tells me to watch things and then I never watch things. And so I have a list. Yes, a list. Anyway,
Very long list.
a very long list. If anybody gets where that reference is from, I will give you $1. But I have a list that people have told me to watch over the years, and I have crossed one thing off of the list of, I would say, at least over 100 things I'm supposed to watch.
I know I've given you 3 or 4.
At least.
Because I know I've definitely told you.
You've told me Manifest. You've
Manifest.
told me Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah.
You've
That one's
told
more of
me-
something we got to watch together, though, so I can help you with the
Yeah.
freaking.
You told me technically
Heroes.
Heroes. You told me Stranger Things. Technically.
I don't know that you can count that, but okay.
I mean, technically you
Um,
did. You said like you should.
There was one other big one that I really told you.
I don't remember. but
Anyway.
the amount of shows that I've been told to watch, and I just watched none of them. I just watched Trailer Park Boys on a loop, but it's fine.
The other big one, well, there's 2 more that started this year that I did write down. Wednesday, obviously. My dad and stepmom just started to watch it.
I haven't
And
watched it.
I do plan to watch it because I was a big fan of Jenna Ortega, not a fan of what this newfound fame has done to her. But I still plan to watch it because I still like her to an extent. And then something very interesting that when I first found it doing the research for this, it looked like it was starting next year. So I had put it on my stuff to mention next year. But apparently they've already done 6 episodes this year. Chris Angel has a new show called Chris Angel's Magic with the Stars, where apparently he trains 2 celebrities to do magic, and then they compete against each other or something.
So a show you didn't realize that I just realized may have been last year, but I'm gonna still bring it up anyway because there's a Christmas special that came out this year. But it's Murderville.
Okay.
It's one of my new favorite shows. It is essentially there is everyone's been given a script for the show except for the guest star, and they have to muddle their way through a murder. Conan O'Brien's on
I
there.
think I vaguely remember hearing about it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful show. There's this year's like they have a Christmas special like Who Killed Santa, and who's in it? 5 Feet of Fury, help me out. Alexa Bliss, boyfriend.
Fudge.
Um,
I literally have one of his CDs too.
no, it's David.
Nope.
Nope.
Dang it! Now I hate you.
He's in it.
Okay,
He does the Christmas special.
it starts with a B, I think.
Or maybe it's not. This guy.
Okay, Google. Who is Alexa Bliss married to?
Shit.
Ryan Cabrera.
Ryan Cabrera.
To some information I found.
Yep, he's in it.
It's really interesting. It popped up on July 18th, 2022, episode of Raw. She captured the 24/7 championship.
Oh. Well, now
You can stop now.
doesn't want.
Sometimes these smart speakers aren't very necessarily smart.
Yes. And that also being said, I did forget to turn this one specifically off in case.
Right.
But no, Ryan Cabrera does it, and he's like guest star by like with 2 other people, and it's my new favorite show. It's a beautiful thing.
Okay. So now I will go on to my celebrities, and then I will go make my next drink while you do music.
All right.
All right. So there were some that I didn't. The list that I pulled up had 104 on there. I didn't want to go through all 104. I went through the main ones that we know, that everybody knows, that kind of fit with our podcast kind of thing.
David Otunga.
And on top of that, there was one that I was dead certain that was not last year, but the year before, so I didn't add it on there, and that was Kirstie Alley. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I asked him, and he's pretty sure that was not last year, but the year before. So I did not add that on.
I really thought it was like
yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that was
it
a lot
seems like a
longer
lot
ago.
longer ago. If it was this year, it seems like so much longer ago.
So we got Bob Saget, who was Full House,
Full House.
and he was the second or first host of AFV. I want to say he was the first host.
I think
of
he
AFV.
was too. Yeah, I
I
forgot about that.
Olivia Newton-John from
Really?
Greece.
I didn't see. Wow.
Oh yeah, I
okay.
remember seeing because the internet made a big deal about what her co-star from Greece's. I can't think of his name right now. John Travolta. John Travolta's reaction to her death.
Oh, I didn't even
The
see.
internet
Okay.
kind of blew up on that.
Wow. All right.
Robbie Coltrane.
Yeah.
Hagrid,
Sad.
for those who don't know. Aaron Carter. That was a bit of
A shock.
I don't know if shock was the word I was looking for, but
Well,
it was a rough.
it was a rough.
Yeah. Leslie Jordan.
I don't know who that is.
This might come across as rude, and I don't necessarily mean that, but anybody who knows where I stand on LGBT knows where I'm.
I don't
He's
know who
that
it is.
like really old, short, white hair guy who's like the very stereotypical, has the high pitched gay guy voice in a
Oh,
lot
okay.
of just random movies.
Okay.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. I think
Okay. Meatloaf. Meatloaf died this year.
He did?
Yeah. I vaguely remember talking to my grandma about that.
I did not realize Meatloaf died. Actually, I do remember seeing that a little bit.
This one, I don't know if you've heard about. I honestly don't think you have. And this one might hit you a little bit because I know it's your favorite Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
James Caan died this year. The dad from Elf.
Yeah.
Did you know about that one?
No, I did not know about that one, and I just watched Elf.
Yeah.
Papa Elf or
No, the
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 dad.
the actual dad, the human dad.
wow, that's really depressing. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
We lost Sarah Lee from WWE, she was in Tough Enough.
yep.
And I think she had
actually
just
knew
gotten
her.
signed or was about to be signed or something.
So, I actually knew her. She was signed. She won Tough Enough, and so she was signed to an NXT contract. Her pregnancy unfortunately got in the way of that, but now she has a beautiful family. And she was. I want to say she was planning on thinking about returning, but unfortunately that happened to her. And yeah, unfortunately that one kind of hits close to home because I went to school with her.
And then this is going to come across as the wrong term and wording, but I saved my favorite for last. Obviously, least favorite, death, but Jason David Frank, which we already did almost an episode on.
A whole episode, yeah.
And that has gotten the most views because we named it Jason David Frank.
Did you not mention grandma? Like the U.S.'s grandma, or did she not die this year?
She wasn't in the list, so it must have been last year. I think it was last year.
What is her name first off? Because I can't think. Golden Girls.
Yeah, Betty White.
Betty White. That was this year. I'm pretty sure that was this year.
Why would that have not been on that list?
You would think that'd be on that list because I'm pretty sure she was right before.
Gosh dang it!
Because I'm pretty sure.
When did Betty White die? Ha!
31st, 2021.
Dang it!
Literally the day before.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
do recall that being like a big like.
Yeah, I remember.
The world took one last thing from us at the end of 2020.
Yeah. Oh no, I remember. Okay, never mind. I scratched Betty White. That was last year. Sorry.
But,
Wow. Yeah, we had a lot of deaths this year.
Yeah, some big ones. Yeah, again, Bob Saget, Jason David Frank was a big one for me.
Yep.
All right,
Bob
I'm gonna
Saget
make
was a
another
big one
drink.
for me.
You do some
All right.
music, and I'll pipe in if there's something you want to mention. But
All right. Music. There's a fair amount to mention. I don't have a lot because I only listen to metal music and things like that. Lorna Shore's new album. Every single time I listen to it, and Xander knows this about me actually. Every time I listen to it, I genuinely cry for the Pain Remains trilogy. Because this year was that kind of year for me. Any of you who know the lyrics, you understand what I'm talking about. Also, of Mice and wait, why did I put Of Mice and Men? They didn't do anything. Oh, they did do something actually. Now that I think about it, I put Of Mice. I put Of Mice and Men because they released some remixes of their previous album, which technically I guess doesn't count. Also, the old lead singer of Mice and Men, Deschel, or however you actually pronounce his last name, he's got his solo project and he is feverishly working on a new album. Based on the allegations against him, I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but you can look all that stuff up on your own. Oh, Dance Gavin Dance. I told Xander about this. Dance Gavin Dance lead singer was canceled for some alleged sexual allegations.
interesting.
And there's a big stink right now because he was let back in the band after the band was like, no. And then he was let back into the band and he put out a big statement like, they know the truth. And like, I've looked at like all the texts and stuff, and in my opinion, he didn't do it. Because there's proof from him stating that he didn't do it. Like he's got like screenshotted like all the texts and stuff that said everything was consensual and what have you. Just
Give me a second to just love how much you are. How do I phrase this without just like it's the stereotypical. Like you do your research now.
Yeah, I do.
You didn't used to.
I do my research now. So he's got screenshots that prove he doesn't that he didn't do anything, but a lot of people are like, oh, you can Photoshop that, which fair enough, you can, right? So there's no exact evidence. I personally believe he didn't do it, just because you look at the timestamps on the thing. None of the stories that she says, none of the stories that he says add up.
Okay.
Either one of them could be lying at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's that, but a lot of people are supporting Dance Gavin Dance, which unfortunately they were such a big part of my emo upbringing. I personally can't do that. Some of my new favorite artists this year, because I have taken it upon myself to, so I have a playlist called The Playlist on Spotify. Maybe we'll put that in my link tree at some point. Probably not. if we want to.
That's a decision.
If we feel like it, we will.
That'd definitely be up to you, but
It'll be on my Twitter. I'll share it on Twitter if enough people ask for it. So it is a giant playlist that is over 200 hours long at this point. There are no full albums on the playlist. Every song on the playlist is meant to be there. I constantly get rid of and add songs to it. But I've taken it upon myself to. I throw the playlist on shuffle. Whatever band I land on, I listen to their first album and their most recent album.
interesting.
So I can kind of get like where they came from and where they're at.
Interesting.
And a band that I discovered that I love is Bleed From Within,
I believe I've heard of them.
which I've only heard 1 or 2 songs of them before this, but their new album this year that they released, beautiful. It makes you bleed from the outside and the inside. It's amazing.
Anyway,
and my new favorite artist, which Xander does not approve of, except for one song. And again, if she'd message me, I'll be your drummer. Is Scene Queen. She is fantastic at everything that she does.
that's that one we found because of the girl's bio on Tinder, right?
No, that is
Oh.
the one that I sent you, or I made you listen to the Barbie and Ken.
Oh,
She's Barbie. And all of her songs are just about it's beautiful. You got to listen to Scene Queen. She's amazing at everything she does. Unfortunately, it sounds like she has a guitarist that's kind of there, but if she needs a drummer, I got you, girl. Don't you worry about it. Let's see, what else did I have for music? I had a lot. Like, so many things happened this year. August Burns Red has a new album coming out. Chelsea Grin has a new album, which I thought they just released one, but
I did get a little into August Burns Red this year.
yeah, they're doing a new album March of 2023, I believe. Gideon's releasing a new album next year. That was announced this year. The the one thing I wrote down, and it just says Ramos's throat, because this year, let me explain. This year, so Will Ramos is the lead singer of Lorna Shore, and he makes the pig squeal noises that no one else should be able to make in their lifetime. Like, it sounds like the depths of hell are coming from him.
Okay.
He got a scope put down his throat, and he did all of his screams so that we could look at what his throat looks like when he does that.
I'm good, thanks.
If you're into medical or anything like that, and you want to see how metal vocals are safe and like what happens with them, consider taking a look at that. It's like 25 minutes long, 25 minutes, but it is so interesting to just like hear how he goes from one thing to the next and be able to see his throat just doing what it does. Phrasing. I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there was a lot more released this year that I just didn't write down or can't really think of. Yeah, that's all the music forever. No,
Right.
not forever, but
So before we switch into gears to the new year, I know you kind of put some of that in there, but
it was more just because it was announced this year.
so let's talk about the WWE and what happened this year. Triple H took over. Let's go.
Yeah, Raw became a syndicated television. No, I'm just kidding.
Returns. The amount of returns because Triple H took over.
Holy hell!
Let's start with Xander's favorite return of all time.
Roman
I
Reigns
Made my bet every single pay-per-view that she was coming back. And when I tell you I got excited when she came out at SummerSlam, you can ask Otto. You
It
could
was
ask
kind of scary. I
you
didn't
could
know what
ask
to do.
Keegan.
I didn't know what to do. I was
Keegan
kind of
was
scared.
Keegan was definitely like, what the heck? Like you kind of somewhat
I
expected it because you knew I've been wanting her to come back.
Like as soon as I heard the music, I was like, "Oh shit, here we go." And Keegan was just like, "What's happening? Is he okay?"
And you're like, my roommates or my next door neighbor's home.
Yeah,
You're
I was
like,
like,
you gotta
"Bro,
be a little quiet.
calm them down." Neighbor's
Bailey.
home.
Bailey. Anybody who knows me knows I mentioned KO is my favorite male. Bailey's my favorite female when she came back at SummerSlam with Dakota Kai nonetheless. because she was the reason I watched NXT, and then when she got released, I was very unhappy and I stopped watching NXT. So when she came back to main roster with Bailey, that
and
made me
Io
happy.
Shirai.
Io Sky.
Sky came up. Sorry.
And
no,
it-
she was released too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were both-
She came back with the name change, which is
Yeah.
you were right. It used to be Io Shirai, but then they changed the spelling of Io on top of that.
They
But
did.
it's Io Sky.
They changed the spelling. Oh,
Yeah.
I will say that's one blind thing I didn't get because they still say Io.
Yeah, it's
like
it's the
the-
same. It's the same name, but they changed
They
the
changed
spelling.
the spelling. That's funny. I didn't know. That.
Um,
I didn't know that. That's fun.
Yeah. Let's see. What were some other big returns? We had Braun Strowman, obviously, which I was not a fan of that return. A lot of the WWE Universe was, but I was not.
I enjoyed it for the fact of let's see where he goes, and he hasn't gone anywhere. Bless you.
I did enjoy a little bit for a split second the storyline they had with Omos,
Yeah,
but that was kind of
fizzled out
lackluster.
really fast.
I was very lackluster the way they did it. They could have done that a lot better.
Yep.
We have Johnny Gargano,
And Candice LeRae.
Candice LeRae. Yep, she came back much later, but yep.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't realize that she was called the Poison Pixie until apparently she came to the main roster.
let's see what else we got. I know there's a lot that I'm missing. Tegan Knox just recently came
Tegan
back,
Knox, Karrion Cross,
and Scarlett. Yep.
Karrion Cross and Scarlett both came back. Who else?
I should have made this list. This should have been the list. This should have been on. What? I don't care.
Yeah. Okay.
Ranking all 29 WWE returns and debuts in 2022.
Yeah.
So, this one was very new. Happened on December 19th edition of Raw, so very recently.
Mm-hmm.
Was Bronson Reed.
Oh, I did
He
forget about
came.
him.
He came to help the Miz.
Yep. I think that was kind of when I bowed out of Raw.
I was never really a big fan of him. Because again, that was a big NXT. He was a big NXT person.
Mm-hmm.
And
I can
I've never
text
been a big fan of NXT, but when it was because Dakota.
Yeah.
It was very interesting the way they used him. In a general sense, I've always been a fan of the Miz. To an extent, I like Johnny Wrestling. The current storyline between the two of them is we're drawing it out too much, I think.
Yeah, it needed to be like a maybe 2 and done.
Well, I mean, I don't know. This has been stretched way too far. Like,
yeah, I can
it
agree
was
with
a
that.
cool storyline. It's a good idea, but they
The part
they
where
made
I
it
got
last
confused,
like 3 months,
The-
when
the part-
maybe like 1.5.
the
maybe.
part that really messed me up was the just like the Miz owes money to him, and I'm like, what? Wait, what? How? I don't. Okay, that was the part that kind of threw me off. Is like this whole like Miz is trying to like that. That's where I'm confused,
Mhm.
and I'm probably just stupid, but
Now, this one I talked with in the car on Christmas Day when I was with my friend.
Mhm.
Is that the proper terminology to
It's
use?
gonna be for now.
Lacey Evans
Oh,
That-
yeah.
didn't work out.
I forgot that happened.
She was very Army America, strong, independent woman, and then just I deserve respect. And it's like, technically yes, but like someone who was in the army and soldier and proud of what, like, they wouldn't act like that.
I don't. Yeah, no.
So
If you're gonna be that character, I feel like you need to be. Well, again, like we bring it back to Hacksaw Jim Duggan, or no, not yeah. Hacksaw Jim Duggan had the American flag in the 2x4. He used to be in the army or what have you. I don't know if this is kayfabe. I haven't done this much research on anything of Jim Duggan or what have you. But from what I remember, he was feuding with I want to say Nikolai Volkov. God, people are gonna roast me for not knowing shit about this. But he was always like I'm proud to have done what I've done, and like everything's America, what have you.
Mhm.
I feel like if you're gonna be this character, you need to be like that
Yeah.
in America. Like maybe like if you're going overseas and like you have like a like a span of shows or whatever, like maybe do something heelish for them
Yeah.
to kind of like, switch things up a little bit. But I feel like if you're here, you need to be that character.
I already forgot who that last one was that I thought I was going to remember. Oh, sort of, but not really. Maxine Dupree.
Oh yeah, is that
I don't-
Renee Dupree's daughter?
um,
You don't remember Renee Dupree? You don't know who that is.
Valhalla, which I don't think anybody's going to really call her that name. It's freaking Sarah Logan.
Sarah Logan's back.
Yeah.
I was excited about that because I love Sarah Logan.
Legado del Fantasma with Zelina Vega and Hit Row with B-Fab.
Yep. I loved the rap. Not many people liked the rap. I loved the rap. It made me very happy. Did you like the rap?
No.
Or no? You weren't into it?
No.
Oh, I thought it was great.
Emma, who is
Emma.
actually dating Madcap.
I always forget about that.
Tegan Knox, I mentioned in the split there.
Yep.
Hit Row, I mentioned. Gargano, we mentioned. Is it Gargano or Gargano?
Gargano. I've heard both and I've said both.
Ciampa. Ciampa's been out for forever.
Yeah.
Loomis, I guess. Well, yeah, because we were mentioning Bronson Reed, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Loomis came back.
Yep.
Candace, you mentioned. I mentioned him. Yes. Mia Yim, who's now going by, what are they calling her? It doesn't say in here, which is weird. Yeah. Anyway, Mia Yim's story is very weird, I think. Elias returned.
You know who else returned that we haven't mentioned?
I still got more to go, but yeah.
Bray Wyatt.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to save the best for last, though.
Oh. Scratch that. We never said Bray Wyatt.
Max Dupree and LA Knight returned.
Max Dupree.
I guess he was part of that still, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could mention Bray Wyatt for a split second there because who's the feud there.
Well, yeah.
There's Karen and what's her name? Oh,
Scarlett.
how did I not think of that? How did you not think of that?
Who?
Oh, the OC. The good
yeah.
brothers.
I feel like that was so recent, but it feels like they've been there forever.
I don't think this counts as a return.
What?
Alexa Bliss. She was gone for a split second, sure, but not enough that you can call that a
Yeah,
natural
no, it's not
return.
a re-signing return. That was like she's still signed and she's coming back. Just when?
She was out when she got married and stuff.
Yeah.
Raquel getting bumped up.
Yes.
Oh, which does remind me, Ronda returned.
Ugh,
Yes, agreed.
we didn't need that.
That does remind me. I've been meaning to talk to you about it on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Her signing a deal with Raid Legends mobile game. Stupid.
She did.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's now has a character in the freaking game.
All right. Yep. That's cute. Okay. Cool.
There's Bray Wyatt in number 7.
What?
Why is he in number 7? I guess it's been a slow draw out for his thing too. I guess maybe.
If John Cena's number 1. If John Cena.
Ronda Rousey is number 6, above Wyatt.
If John Cena's number 1, I'm going to take a shot and I'm going to be done with the podcast.
I guess you could count Logan Paul as a return.
Yeah, I guess so.
Ah, yes, Imperium joining with
Oh,
their partner up on the top.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's a good one, I'll admit. Damage Control, all of Damage Control. That is
We
did
already
mention
mentioned
So,
that.
yep, I'm excited. I'm glad that being up there up top.
Yep.
Because technically, the article I clicked on is like,
I swear to God.
Best
If John Cena.
oh yeah,
Who?
Solo Sikoa.
Oh, yeah. That's
His-
technically that's a call up. But yeah,
call it.
it's fair. It's John Cena, isn't it? It's
No.
John Cena. No.
Who is the number 1 biggest return we had this year that you were beyond excited for?
Bray Wyatt.
Cody.
Cody. Oh, I forgot about Cody. How did I forget about Cody?
I hate that, but I had to do it.
So this is before we started the podcast. WrestleMania, we had our bets, and I was like, everyone was like, "Who's going to be Seth Rollins' big opponent?" And I just kept going, Cody.
I mean, it was basically leaked that it was going to be Cody.
Yeah, it was like everyone was
And
like,
so I'm
"It's
like,
definitely
at
gonna be
this
Cody."
point, WWE is going to change it just because of how it was leaked.
And the whole time I'm just going, Cody. Oh, I forgot about Cody because he hasn't been here. He got hurt.
So that was the call-ups or the returns for the last year. Now we'll switch our gears to next year. Who do we want to come back?
Cody.
Well, that's almost guaranteed. He's supposed to be at the
I
Rumble.
know he is.
I am not a fan of the idea of The Rock coming. I mean, maybe he'd come back and be in the Rumble, but not to win the Rumble and then go against Roman.
So I have seen so many fan theories about how this is going to work, and they're all Cody's going to challenge for the WWE title.
Mhm.
The Rock's going to challenge for the Universal title. Split up the belts.
Mm.
Because either way,
Yeah.
Cody's going to win the WWE title,
Mhm.
right? Even if Roman keeps the Universal title from The Rock, the belts are still split. Roman still looks strong. Cody looks strong. Rock has nothing to lose.
I guess.
And I'm like, damn it, you're not wrong.
I'm semi-okay with Cody winning as much as I don't want him to.
I want him to win the
Well,
WWE title because of that
here's-
promo he put on Raw when he came back.
I will give you that. But again, a lot of things I've seen, and I hate to mention it, I've mentioned it to the female and I mentioned it to you earlier today. Even though Seth literally just turned face, there are reports that they're going to turn him heel again to set up his feud with Cody. So
Which
if
I
he's
feel
supposed
like
to go
they've
after
had
the
to-
title, then why are we setting Seth back up for this feud?
Right. Which maybe it'll be like you won the Rumble, but like put your win on the line with me or something. Maybe that would work. Give him one last blow off. Like this is going to be in like the most barbaric match we have. One last
Cody's
blow.
going to get injured again if he does.
Probably. Well, they already did a Hell in a Cell with Cody injured. So, like,
Yeah.
imagine. And Hell in a
Um,
Cell is going back to. This is another thing we could talk about. Triple H wants to get rid of, like, the gimmick pay per views. So, Hell in a Cell is going back to the be all end all of feuds,
Which I enjoy the idea.
I am very excited about.
Obviously, that was not part of when I was in wrestling.
No, it was part of when I was in wrestling. Like,
yeah.
yeah, there was a Hell in a Cell. It was special.
Yeah. As long Royal Rumble is my favorite pay per view, so that's why I'm hopefully we're having a big blowout thing for it.
Yep.
I want
I will be drinking
Both.
sparkling water the entire time.
both not Tyler Breeze.
Fandango.
Come on, help me out here.
Who are you talking about?
Nikki's husband.
What? Nikki Bella?
No, you're in Ashlea's song.
Oh, first off, names. Second off, Drake Maverick, and
Yes, thank you.
that's all I can think of is Drake Maverick.
Killian Dane.
Killian Dane.
Those I want, whether or not they come back in a tag team, I just want those two to come back.
Yep.
And I don't know if I told you or I realized this or not, but that's exactly what RK Bro is.
Yeah.
RK Bro was a repackaged version of those two.
Yeah. Now it makes sense now that I hear it out loud. That makes
Like,
sense.
I hate that I realized that, but that's exactly what
It's
RK
literally
Bro.
what they are.
Who else? Is there anybody else that I really want to return
Uh,
or be called? Oh, supposedly Charlotte's supposed to return and come back for the. She's supposed to be supposedly the winner of the Women's Rumble.
ugh.
Right.
Sasha Banks.
Right, we mentioned that, yeah.
Did we? No, we didn't.
Not today,
Or
but
not
we
today,
mentioned
but
it in
yeah,
like
yeah.
2
Oh, yeah,
weeks
yeah.
ago or something.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know or haven't listened, she's going to NJPW. Sounds
I
like
believe she's supposed to, starting the 1st, she can sign with someone. Is when her thing's out.
yeah. Also, we also mentioned this, but just in case, again, Shinsuke is going to NJPW next year for one event.
Okay, I was about to say, wait, what?
For Wrestle Kingdom, he's just going to be in that one match.
Yeah.
Which really brings open the idea of the Forbidden Door in WWE, which is amazing. If the Rumble and we hear that coin drop and Kazuchika Okada comes out, I was talking about this last year.
I
If Kazuchika Okada comes out, I will lose my damn mind.
I don't know if I've mentioned on the podcast. I feel like I mentioned it somewhere in a video somewhere. My dream match is Bailey versus Britt Baker
That'd be beautiful.
because they both have the moniker of role model. And while originally they hadn't been using it for Bailey recently, they started using it again. And they still use it for Britt Baker. So I feel like they should have a fight over the moniker. That'd be
fun.
Phenomenal.
A ladder match for the copyright
Of-
clause of role model.
Oh,
It'll be like the custody battle all over again.
oh, man.
I know you don't remember that.
Wait a
but
minute.
Do you remember that?
If we break this forbidden door wide open, maybe Bailey could be Soraya's partner in this match against Britt Baker.
Ooh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. I'd be okay with that.
Last I knew, she was still looking for a partner.
No,
That match hasn't happened yet, right?
I know.
Okay.
So
That would have been in my Google feed on who her
Yeah.
partner was.
yeah. Oh man, there's a lot of wrestling that's happened.
Is there anything else that I can think of that you can think of? Who you'd want to come back? With any other news we know about what's going to happen next year?
No news of what's going to happen. I did forget about one thing we forgot to mention about this year, though. The Vince McMahon documentary came out. Neither of us have watched it.
Nope.
Or I was going to say to my knowledge anyway, I haven't watched it.
No. I don't.
I'm going to at some point very, very soon. And I know I just said that giant ass list, but that is, I'm going to be watching that very soon because I figured out how to watch it.
I did watch the majority of Raw that was supposed to be this best of 2022.
Yeah.
It was painful to watch.
Oh, I'm sure it
It
was.
was not good.
I'm sure.
I could not make it through the end of it.
No. That's been Raw for me for like the past 2 weeks.
Okay, but this wasn't an episode of Raw.
No, I know, but that's what I mean. It's like there's a
was-
rumor going around, and I think we talked about it, maybe even on the podcast, that like they were supposed to like they were letting
Yeah.
Raw tank,
Yeah.
so they get out of their deal with USA.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, it's nothing. Like some fantastic returns happen, like Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, like them moving the ring and like tearing all that shit apart. Beautiful.
Well, it was on the episode, yep. And then obviously Logan Paul in general.
Logan Paul in general, yeah. I will admit he had a pretty good match with Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia, as much as I still don't like him.
All right. However, we're actually starting to get close on time-ish.
Really?
So let's start moving to our 2023 movies and TV.
All right, while you do that, I'm going to go make a drink.
Okay, do I need up?
Yep.
All right.
Ugh. This is the part of the podcast. Ow. I don't know. I just want to say it.
All right, so movies for 2023. As much as I'm not actually interested, and I might get a lot of crap for saying this, I don't think it actually looks good at all, is that Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves.
I've seen it. Looks pretty good. Not the movie, but
Right.
I think it looks okay.
Super Mario Brothers,
Nope.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3,
Eh.
John Wick 4.
Yes.
The only one on this list that there's two on this list that I'm kind of excited for. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Is that already next year?
Yeah.
Wow. Shock.
Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. That's the other one I'm kind of interested to see. And then this one, because I want to give more crap about even though this isn't Marvel, it's more of the world trying to make the left happy. The Little Mermaid live action reboot with the
African American.
yeah. I need to be careful now, especially with my
I was gonna say, you gotta be careful.
yeah. But yeah, I have no issues at all with colored leads or female leads or anything like that. It's the changing of someone who already exists. Like there was literally a new Scooby-Doo something that came out where they like changed Scooby-Doo to a female or something that I heard about.
Huh?
Or Shaggy was a female. So I don't remember what it was. All right, I'll let you in. Careful, my drink.
I got you.
So that was the end of my movies. TV shows.
I hear Raw's gonna have a new episode.
I have these mostly in order. I ended up a little out of order at the end.
Okay.
AGT, America's Got Talent. But wait, that's not a new show. That's been going for years.
That isn't. I've never heard of it. What is it?
AGT All Stars. Apparently, they're going to have a new show
Huh?
with a bunch of old winners all coming back to compete for some giant prize.
What? Oh, this will be beautiful. Okay, I'm ready. When is
January 2nd.
That's so soon. Okay. Well, I bet you that's on during Raw.
It maybe.
Shit.
Um,
Well, we all know what I'm flipping back and forth through.
January 15th, I believe we mentioned this last week's podcast. The Last of Us.
HBO, right?
Yep.
Well, that'll be
January 19th. Otto's probably going to be his new favorite show.
My Little Pony. Oh.
That 90s show.
You know, I'm so like I feel like I'm expecting a lot from it, and there's not going to be a lot that happens.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely try it. I got to figure out where to watch it first, but
Yeah.
probably on Amazon that I don't have.
January 24th,
Mhm.
which I had heard about it a while back. I didn't know it was actually going to be a thing. I didn't know it got passed. I didn't know it got filmed. I don't know all of what it's about, but I'm definitely going to watch it. The Winchesters.
I didn't even hear about that. Okay.
I think it's supposed to be a prequel to the Supernatural.
Okay. Oh, that is yeah. Which I never watched Supernatural, so I don't know.
Is that on your list or no?
No.
I wouldn't necessarily say you should
I
watch
have
it.
not
Like,
been
if,
told to watch it. Like
okay,
I've been told, like, hey, maybe you should watch it, which doesn't.
that's
go-
about where I'm at. Like, if you've got too long of a list, but I feel like you might enjoy it.
Like
But
if
I'm not
it's
going to
like
say,
a-
hey, you got to watch it.
Yeah, like if it's like, if you got time, you might as well try it.
Yeah, but you don't have time.
No.
Even if you literally got fired and won the lottery or something, or
And just
and
watch
just
the
watched
things
all
that
through your list,
I would still.
you
never
might not
make-
be able to get to it.
I'd still never make it.
Um,
Some point I'll make a Jericho list where it's like an actual physical list that people can read and like, all right, write down your suggestion at the bottom. I'll never get here, but go ahead and write it down.
January 26th. This is more for my grandma, and I'm also mentioning it because we are a wrestling podcast. Nikki Bella Says I Do. That series on E starts on January 26th.
What?
I think it's like a mini series about her wedding and getting ready for it, and I don't know. Sounds obnoxious. My grandma may watch it, but just because she liked the Bellas. She liked Brie. She hated Nikki, especially with her new relationship with Arden. I don't know.
That was a lot to drink for that, but it was worth it.
And then similar to, I guess, normally I'm mentioning new shows, not necessarily old shows, but I figured I'd mention the new season 4 of You starts on February 10th.
That's another one on my list
Oh, yeah.
that I'm like, just I could not get into it. I tried.
Really?
I really did. Yeah. You would think that's my show.
Yeah.
I could not get into it.
It is a bit of a
I heard it's like
slower
a
version.
slow to get into, but like
Yeah.
once you're in, you're in. And that's where I feel like I've kind of just like once you're in, you're in, but you gotta be slow. Okay.
I'm leaving my trash in your car.
All right. Fair enough. Was that all you got?
Yeah.
All right.
So for those who don't know and would like to know, back when we were in high school and I took him to lunch, was it junior and senior year?
Yeah, it was a lot.
We most of the time we went to Taco Bell, and I had to leave to go to
I will give
Bay
this
Area
man.
Neck.
I will give him credit that he did introduce me to the Taco Bell menu in a way that I've never been introduced.
So I always had to leave to go to Bay Area Neck for the second half of my day. So I dropped him back off at the school and took off to go to Bay City. And 9 times out of 10, he just left his trash in my car.
And after a while, I just started saying, "Hey, I'm leaving my trash in your car," and I just leave.
Yeah. And so now randomly, I'll just randomly like, being that he can't drive, obviously, because he's not sighted. You and your blind spot, Shut. Anyway.
Can you see me?
We'll get into that joke too, just because. So I just sometimes randomly like at his house or like in his pocket, I'll just leave my trash, put it in his pocket, and say, "I'm leaving my trash in your car to get
And
payback."
literally, my trash can is 4 feet away from you, maybe.
So this happened in the car today.
This is what's
I
today.
had on shuffle my top songs of 2022.
That's another thing we could talk. Or we already did that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we sorted it. Yeah. Scene Queen, you're on my top 100. Message me back about being your drummer.
And so I just one of my songs randomly just came on, and I'm like, Otto, sing this with me, and I turned it up.
and I'm sitting here like
I wasn't
don't know
even
what the hell.
thinking of the words.
I was
Like I know I knew the words. I was gonna sing it myself when it came on, and I told him sing with me.
and I had no idea what the hell song he was talking about. Like I was trying to listen and like I knew I recognized it, but I didn't know any of the words.
The first line of the song is when I realized it. And I just like, oh crap, I didn't even realize that was the first line, but that's the best thing ever. I just like, Otto, sing this with me.
Oh,
And then, can you see me?
No, I cannot.
Oh man, it made me so happy.
Oh, it was a good time. Well, is that it for the year wrap up? Because I don't have anything else.
I can't think of anything else. I mean, we still got a little bit of time we can stretch out, I guess.
I mean, I can talk about Lorna Shore all day.
Do we have anything else in general that wrestling that we want to talk about?
I mean,
I mentioned Seth Rollins and his change.
yes, we have something big. I don't know if you've seen this. You probably haven't, or if you did, you have no idea who he is.
Okay.
We have a new signing to WWE as of yesterday. Yesterday or Tuesday.
Okay.
Dragon Lee has signed to WWE. You will know Leo Rush as it's his brother.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I was like, not wanting Leo Rush to come back.
So it's his brother, I believe. If I read it right, it's his brother.
Okay.
He has wrestled. Name a place he's wrestled there.
Okay.
And he's
Your
only,
house.
Yes, he's wrestled here.
Oh, okay.
I know, right?
My mother.
He's also wrestled her.
Oh, all right. Well, is that why I'm here?
He has a 4-0 record with your mom. Anyway,
Is that why I'm here?
that's right.
He's my father?
Yep.
I guess I got to call my dad.
Little did you know.
I'm done. All right. Maybe we should end soon. Anyway, continue.
I love that this is anyway. So he signed. Triple H even put on Twitter that like this is a huge signing for us, and he's only 27, and like his career is just beginning, which is true. He's only 27 years old, and he's already won like almost all of the major titles in almost all of the promotions. He is insanely good. If you have not seen him, check him out on YouTube. Follow him on Twitter because he's very fun. But we just got that literally 2 days ago is when he signed. Yesterday was when it was really reported.
Wait a minute. We're doing a video like this. I could literally pull up my Google feed.
You sure could.
Let's take a look-see and see what comes up.
Yeah. Oh, I meant to go over those awards and shit that I sent you.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know them all. I'd have to voiceover read them, which is going to be shitty.
Well, you can look at that while I go over some articles that I pull up on my Google feed as I pull them
I'm
up.
going to throw an AirPod in.
Why do I have nothing? We're going to refresh this and see if I get anything. Oh, okay. This is interesting. First article that pops up when I refresh.
What?
WWE Hall of Famer publicly calls for Triple H to include him in the Royal Rumble.
Who?
Let's take a look. Booker T.
I did see he put on like Twitter or something. He was like, "I
Ready
still
for the
got
Rumble.
it."
Just need that invite. Hashtag still got it.
Yes.
Interesting. That would be. I'd be good with that.
I'd be okay with that, as long as he does the Spinaroonie.
Oh, that's a great way to add to the wrap up video. All of the Mount Deuce that were released in 2022. Can't believe that's a list that had to be made. Oh, man. That's hilarious. Orange Cassidy defend his AEW title against his best friend.
The best moment of 2022 apparently was Stone Cold Steve Austin making his in-ring return, which I'd agree with.
Hmm.
I like that.
Okay, so that's all about illegal adapters. What?
Breakout Star of the Year, as voted by Bleacher Report, was Logan Paul.
They can suck my fingers.
hmm
Oh, yep, I knew that about. Okay. So Nick Cannon welcomes baby number 12.
12?
Jesus Christ.
He said
Nick,
12 kids?
Nick, zip up your pants.
Seriously.
Cheese and freaking crackers.
Best promo of the year. Bray Wyatt. The October 14th promo of Bray Wyatt was apparently the best promo of the year via Bleacher Report. What are you putting your arm around me for? What do you see?
Two of your favorite things are about to become super connected, apparently.
Okay.
First ad for Royal Rumble Pitch Black match reveals sponsor, teases wrestlers. So apparently there's a link between Pitch Black coming back and Bray Wyatt.
All right, podcast done. Shut it off. Shut it off. We're going.
That's awesome. Because I guess they're supposed to have a pitch black match at Royal Rumble that's involving Bray Wyatt.
So
And it's supposed to straight up be connected to Mountain Dew.
So I saw the possibility of a pitch black match.
Didn't
Oh
realize it had to do with Mountain Dew.
no. That's it. I'm going home.
No, WWE said the at Mountain Dew pitch black match is coming.
Oh, this is the video? This is how you know we're live, people.
It happens now. Here we go. Are you kidding me?
Royal Rumble, Mountain Dew pitch black.
Wow. All right.
Cool.
Well, nothing that I have to say matters anymore. So
All right, so the Mountain Dew 2022 release is ranked. Number 8 is Fruitquake.
yeah,
That's in the last spot.
yeah, good.
I thought it was better than that. I mean, it wasn't great, but
No, it deserves to be in the last spot.
this does not deserve to be number 7. Is Mountain Dew Legend,
No, it does not. That's good.
the one that was at Applebee's? That was delicious.
That was good.
Mountain Dew Overdrive, which we were not able to taste because it was not in our area.
Yep. Wait, which one?
It was Overdrive exclusively
yeah,
at
yeah.
Casey's.
Yeah.
Baja Mango Gem and Baja Gold.
Mm.
I enjoyed the heck out of the Mango Gem.
Yeah, it was good. It was okay.
I'm surprised they looped them together.
Yeah.
Voodoo number 4 is in 4th spot.
Did not like that too much this year.
Typhoon.
Yeah, fair enough.
Number 3. That was good.
Yep.
Baja Deep Dive. Did not get a chance to
Nope,
try that.
didn't
What
try
was that?
one. I don't
Where
know what
was
that was.
How did I get it? Why did I not hear about
Yeah,
it?
why did we not get it? I don't
Given
know,
it
that's-
similarities to Mountain Dew Pitch Black, however, it was enough to put it at number 2 slot.
What?
Now I was really pissed that he didn't get to try it.
If my
It's-
neighbor wasn't home.
First giveaway exclusive flavor. As part of the brand's Baja Summer promotion, could only be obtained through redeemable codes included with Mango Gem and Baja Gold purchases.
They're a redeemable code.
That's what you apparently had to do. All right. And then number 1 was Purple Circle K.
Which also gets a try. By the by, this is very
How come-
jump around.
Hang on. How come they didn't include the one that was only at B-Dubs?
Because that was the legend.
No, that was the one that was available at Applebee's.
Oh
The
shit!
one at
right.
the one at
Or, no, that was a B-Dubs too, wasn't it?
No.
Legend?
no, it was something else.
Oh.
Hang on, let me see what it was called.
I swear it was a B-Dubs.
Well, there is one. Well, there was one at
There
B-Dubs, but
was.
it wasn't called Legend.
I have a whole taste test about it on fucking TikTok.
Buffalo Wild Wings, Mountain Dew. I guess it was Legend.
I was like,
Okay.
we have a whole damn TikTok about it. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I
we
guess
say
it was
legend.
legend. Wait a minute. It tasted different than the one I tried, though.
It did.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Best storyline of the year. Via Bleacher Report, Sami Zayn joins the Bloodline.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
s- ri-
Agreed.
Rivalry of the year. Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes.
Maybe.
That's where I'm kind of like, it didn't go.
I mean, maybe.
Best pay-per-view, WrestleMania 38. I would agree with that, actually. Like all the pay-per-views this year, Mania 38 was probably the best one. The returns of Stone Cold Steve Austin and Cody Rhodes. Night one also best match of the week. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. We had a lot of matches during WrestleMania.
I'd have to go just because
Although Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey underwhelmed, Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin brought the mood back up.
I think just because of the returns, I'd say SummerSlam was my favorite pay-per-view of the year.
Best tag team. Who do you think it is?
Number one thought would be Usos.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right.
Best tag team of the year. Let me see if I can get them over. Best match. What? Really?
Let me get
I'm shocked by this.
Bianca
No.
and Becky.
Nope.
Oh, Gunther and
Yeah, because you can see it.
Sheamus. No, I can't see it. It's a black screen.
Oh, really? Yeah, that was it.
Gunther and Sheamus.
Yeah.
That was a good match. That, as much as I hate to say it,
match
not
of
a
the,
big fan of Gunther.
match of the year is what Bleacher Report says Gunther and Sheamus was.
Yeah, I can see that.
Let's see. Best wrestler. Who do you think is the wrestler of the year via Bleacher Report? I will give you it as a female.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Is it Bianca?
Yep.
I can't stand Bianca. And we
Yep,
should mention
relive
that
Bianca
for next year,
Belair.
by the way. Is Bianca's freaking and her husband's stupid show that's going to be on Hulu.
Yeah, I forgot that was a thing, and
That's okay to forget.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that is the 2022 wrap up.
Ding dong. Goodbye.
Please like, comment, subscribe, whatever you kids do nowadays. Comment, and I don't say that in these.
I mean, you can.
Comment me more songs to play on my drumming videos.
Which is, you saw in our intro video now.
Yeah. Follow our link trees. They'll be in the link in the description.
And my
And
Snapchat.
And his Snapchat. And we will see y'all in the next one.